Uh, hello. Let me see. I gotta see now. Uh, okay, that's working pretty well. Okay, streams pop up now. Let me, yeah, yep. It's good now. Let me get the link for it so people can join and shit. Man, this costs much more trouble than I thought.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
know.
couldn't. I got the kind of personality, honestly. I couldn't talk to somebody, or I guess nobody, if you're a solo streamer, for, well, I guess like, I guess you're talking to chat and everything, but like, you're not hearing anyone's voice. So
Yeah, that's why I have you here.
um, but I couldn't imagine just like sitting in a chair or like standing up or something for hours on end, just hours. I'm not the type of person who can just stand in a certain spot. Like I have to be moving. Um,
Yup.
right? And just like talking to somebody about nothing, something. I don't know. Like I don't get. Honestly. All right.
uh,
And they have to also be entertaining. Like
yeah.
like I can't be entertaining 100% of the time. 90% of my jokes fall flat.
I'm like, my jokes fall flat all the time. Well, almost all the time. So it's like, I continue on and on. But,
What's that anime saying where it's like the for people who like flat girls? I don't. What's that saying?
flat is justice.
Something like that. Yeah.
Medium is premium. Old pie something, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't listen to those sexism in the community. Like I have shit to do. I ain't got the time.
I'm like, all boobs are, phenomenal. Accept them as they are. Yes, you may have preferences.
On
You,
to
and I'm over here getting all methodical.
what's the except for when I'm going through rigor mortis,
The what?
rigor mortis. You don't know what rigor mortis is, do you? Rigor mortis is a stage after death where your body essentially freezes up and like it's really difficult to move it.
I'm
Like
freezing right now, so I can relate.
um right so it's like you're like a concrete statue or something, right? Like you're trying to move it, it's just not moving. I don't know what the cause of it is, but it's really interesting how it works. Like
Well,
you're stronger in death than you are in life.
well, I do. I will say that. How do I say this? It's like the flesh and tissue are like hardening as well. So it's because because they're frozen. They aren't flexible at all. So it's like
Maybe.
it's like when you put meat in the freezer, it's like tough as fuck. So it's like you have to warm it up.
I mean, you just hit it hard enough.
I'm like it won't bend at that point. It's gonna fucking shatter.
Look, just beat your meat.
uh, uh,
I actually got a haircut recently.
nice.
Yeah, I would send you a picture, but I don't want you showing it to your stream. So
I'm like I could just move the camera around. Hold up.
what camera? What do you want about?
Sorry. Okay. Let me see. Hold up like 5 seconds before you can do 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, I gotta see if it actually changed screens.
I'll just DM you a picture real quick.
Okay, wait, hold up. It's about to happen. Okay, do it. You can show me now.
About
Look. If you look up my, okay, I'm gonna show you my screen so you can see.
what? Nah, I'm just gonna send you a picture.
You could just show me. That's what the stream is right now. I'm like, oh, we got a new viewer. Hello, how are you doing today? We aren't starting Cybersleuth yet. I'm just over here talking with one of my friends.
What? So I took a picture, right? And for some reason, it's hold on a second.
Huh. Okay. But is that all you have to say? You, you nice.
I was like, it's been too hot for like the past week since I get a haircut.
Oh, I'm gonna be getting a haircut soon. Hopefully Monday, cause like my hair's getting longer, and I work in the heat. I work with metal, and the warehouse is gonna be
Yeah, I
like
mean,
it's gonna contract heat anyway.
the whole point of having hair is that it's the block piece to protect your head from the sun and everything. But like, if you're indoors all the time,
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah. I'm basically indoors all the time. The only time I go outside is just to get wires, so we can like it's like smaller wires, so we can just bring them inside and just wrap the metal bars. Like that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like it's really just like warming you up at that point.
Yup.
Like I'm sure you've seen me before. Before I got the haircut, I had like that full beard and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah.
I was not working for this heat.
Honestly.
Um.
Oh no! I opened up fucking Steam.
The heat's dimmed down. Since I got the haircut, so that's kind of unfortunate. But
Yeah.
I actually got the haircut for my DMV picture. It's gonna be a picture for a while at least. So,
Yeah.
I don't want to have it just
Well,
since my birthday's coming up, they want me to have a haircut for that too.
yeah. There's also that. Like here's the thing. I barely go outside like years ago. I guess like during the summer because it's hot. Like for long periods of time, like in a day, I don't like stay outside because I used to have an afro. But it was one day. It's like they took me outside. I was like against my will for multiple hours. I was about to get a heat stroke because
Weird that afros. So I just like what is the exact point of it? Like it's like if you it's too much hair that it causes heat insulation, and so it does the exact opposite point of hair of keeping your head from getting sunburned.
I'm like winter works out pretty well. Ooh yes.
Yeah, I mean imagine a winter would be pretty good. It'll keep you warm, but but there's not a lot of sun in the winter anyway, so the hair kind of loses purpose then. I mean it provides warmth. Yeah, I guess that's the second.
I'm like, cause here's the thing. When I have my, when they forced me to cut my hair during fucking winter, I was livid. If I'm using the word correctly, I was pissed. I'm like, bro, it's cold. My head's down cold.
Yeah,
It's freezing. I need to go buy a hat.
I mean, I have like a full head of hair, right? Normally, and even I wear like a woolly hat during winter. It's just that cold sometimes.
I'm like, same here. It's just that it does gonna be, now it's mandatory. We're not it's not even that cold. Like,
I mean, honestly, like in school, like they wouldn't allow us to wear hats and stuff.
bro, that was stupid. That.
Remember the winters was like cold in the building, and like you just cold, like your head's cold. Like, you want to put a hat on,
Yeah.
you can't. They had hoodies too, but they wouldn't let you wear the hoodie.
But don't even get me started on that. It's like, oh yeah, here, come buy some hoodies, but you can't wear the hood. It makes no sense. I'm like, bro, it's like, why are you fucking making us buy your hoodies if we're not gonna fucking use the hoodie at all? Like, I might as well just wear my own fucking hoodie.
Yeah, it was weird. I never understood the whole thinking of if someone's wearing a hoodie, is something going to impact their learning or something. Like,
It's like, oh, whoa.
Like, if you want to learn, you're going to learn either way. Like, you wearing a hoodie isn't going to impact that.
Oh, so they might be wearing headphones. I'm like, not every fucking suit is gonna be wearing fucking headphones.
The girls are the ones you really need to watch out for that. Because like they would have their hair like covering their ears.
Yeah, so it's like it's like the girls with the long hair. It's like you can't tell if they have a fucking the guys with the long hair. It's like Nick. If that was his name.
Cecilio?
Huh?
Cecilio, he has long hair.
Yeah, him too.
Yeah, he had long hair. Like you always wear headphones. Like honestly, that's one thing that I'm pretty jealous about. Because like I don't have long hair.
No, when I had an afro, it used to go like below my ears. You used to listen to music through that. phenomenal.
You know. You know what's also I remember that yearbook quote. I don't remember if I ever showed it to you.
I forgot what mine was.
I don't remember what mine was either. I think it was something stupid. I never even got a yearbook, so.
Oh yeah, me either, cause fucking COVID.
Yeah.
They still need to send me. They still need to send me my fucking diploma. I'm still waiting on that shit.
I never actually got my diploma. Now I think about it.
We talked about that before too.
I mean, like, as long as they give me my, I mean, no one cares about your high school diploma. They care about your college.
Yeah, but it's like for if a job that says, oh, you need at least a high school diploma, that's it. That's when you're gonna have trouble.
I'm just gonna say that.
Thank God, bro. I was I was looking for a job for my mom. It was like she said go check Amazon. They said you need like a high school diploma. I was like, bro, I need one.
I mean, can you not see your diploma online or something? Like, do you need like a physical copy? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I still have a couple things I need to return to them. Like those dice, Miss Bauman. I need to give those back to her. Whenever school opens back up, I can go over there and give it to them. Because I have like a textbook I need to give them, like protractors I need to give them back. Like I have a whole lot of stuff I just don't even want.
Yeah. Honestly.
But I'll give it back to them eventually, maybe. Whenever they the opportunity, I guess.
Yeah. Also, okay. I will say this now. Sometimes your voice is going from regular volume to like very soft to back to regular volume. Are you moving away from your mic or?
I used to change my tone of voice sometimes. I just stop yelling every once in a while.
Okay.
You ever see those like corporate ads? You ever see those corporate ads where it's just like they're just like trying really hard to seem cool and like hip and young, but like they're just not doing.
Oh, not just corporate ads. Oh my god. Not just corporate ads. I'm not even gonna talk about those. Ugh, atrocious. Atrocious.
You can obviously tell they're trying, but like it's like they got someone who thinks they understand teenagers to make it or something. Like it's like you got like someone's dad or something to do it. He obviously doesn't understand. He's obviously trying to understand, but he just doesn't.
Like okay, I'm sorry if I look back, because in my camera something like a shadow flew by. I was like, I don't know if it was a bird from outside. No, like a shadow passed by like in the camera. I was like, fucking.
It was probably an Enderman.
Fuck man, fuck Endermans, bro. I don't want your balls yet.
You just turn around and there's just someone behind you. Remember that I don't know if I ever told you the story, but I told that to somebody else. But I was building a basement, right, one time. And I was like, I finished stripping up the walls and replacing them with like, I think it was like stone at the time. Because there's like a bunch of like dirt and andesite and stuff, and like I wanted to one single type of thing.
Okay.
Right. And then I just turn around and there's just an Enderman standing right behind me.
Oh god. No, bro. You know what's even worse? When you when you're building your house, you put like torches up, thinking, this isn't enough torches. But no, it wasn't. At one spot, at one corner, a creeper spawns. It follows you to the basement because you don't see it. Your most valuable chest next to your bed, and you walked away from spawn. Like you walked very far from spawn, and your bed gets destroyed, and all your items are destroyed. It takes more than 5 minutes to get there. All your items gone. Fuck creepers. Fuck creepers.
On some worlds, I do like to just like enable cheats and then just like change the world spawn to my bedroom. It's just I don't care that much.
Bro, honestly, I would just take out creepers out of the game, in my opinion. Fuck creepers.
Creepers. You know what I think for creepers? I think they need to bring back the whole creepers camouflage thing. I really enjoyed the creepers camouflage thing.
Well, then like here's the thing. It's like here's the thing. It's like if I don't mind the creeper that exposes, that I need like some type of warning instead of just. I need more than that.
The creeper hits is like shorter on higher difficulties, right?
Huh?
The creeper's hiss is like is shorter on higher difficulty, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's probably why. What difficulty are you playing on?
Normal.
That's why.
No,
Honestly.
no, because these things sometimes like I'm either cutting leaves, cutting grass, and it's, it also has a similar sound. I don't like that because it's like, why do the leaves have the same sound as a creeper hissing sound? That's my question.
They do? I don't know.
Yeah, no, they do. If you, it's like, okay, like tap a leaf, like don't destroy, but like tap and you get like the same sound as a creeper.
That's weird. I've never noticed.
Yeah, so it's like that's when I'm cutting leaves, like, yo, is that a fucking creeper? Because that's how similar they sound. Because she's terrifying.
Terrible. You know what's even worse? When there's parrots around.
When they're what?
Parrots.
Oh god,
Just like you just see like a bunch of zombies, skeletons, and creepers just everywhere.
Bro, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
Just imagine you have one like next to your bed or something, and like you just wake up and see your creeper immediately behind you, and it's like, holy shit. And it's like, nah.
Like,
fine, man.
like out of everything that like in Minecraft, the shit that scare me is like, well, obviously Enderman and Creeper, but also the witch. The witch, just I don't know why, but the witch scares the fuck out of me, especially in specifically in caves or mine shafts. Those guys are
because like they're one of the only creatures that really have long-lasting damage on you.
Oh,
right?
Yes.
Because they hit you with that
slowness and poison.
Effect, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they hit you with that potion effect, which debilitates you, right? Which is it's sort of like it's sort of like you're the video game boss now, right? Like they're the party trying to kill you, right? And so they this which is why you always kill the bard first, right? Like you're killing the person that's debilitating you first.
Yes.
Because like it's one thing to fight a bunch of people who may or may not be stronger or weaker than you, right? But
Yeah.
it's a whole other thing to have someone on their team that can make you weaker. That's a whole different issue.
Yeah.
I guess it's sort of that, and because like even like a skeleton on like hard,
Yeah, but I'm like Shield, like they're easy to deal with, but like you can't with the Shield you can't escape splash effects. Fuck out of here with that.
There's no real way to counter a witch if it gets
Exactly.
The best you got is to stay at a distance. And
Oh, bro, but don't even get me started on slowness, and then poison, and then there's like 2 skeletons and a zombie coming near you. You turn a corner, there's a fucking creeper, you die.
It's always the worst when you're just in the middle of like a pit, right? And you're fine, right?
Yes.
You're just killing things. You're fine, right? But then there's just an explosion and you're just dead now. And like like creepers really are just the worst in groups of other mobs. We're just not paying attention to them.
Exactly. Or it's like or when you're just in like what's that biome called? Like the regular biome. I forgot.
What do you mean?
Plains biomes. Yes, plains biome. I'm sorry, it was so plain I forgot. You see what I mean when my jokes fall flat? Perfect example right there. I was like Mesa Taiga.
And like do the finger gun just makes it so much worse. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
I'll you know what? I'll start the game better. Let me switch OBS. I should rename this. Here, comments I put up earlier. That's my mascot. Well, that's not my mascot, like me. Oh, whoa. Is that Digimon? Whoa. Okay, it should be up here. There we go.
I should charge you 3 counts of assault for saying that.
Well,
That's a terrible thing. Hated it. And I normally like dad jokes, but that was just not it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's alright. You know what'd be actually get an assault charge from purple views.
That'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting.
I mean, honestly, the entire internet would be in jail.
Honestly, I'm like, I'm like just me talking, just me talking with anybody, you know, being toxic to each other just for fun. Like someone else was like, yo, this is person very abusive with his words. I'm like, Nick, bruv, who invited you to this?
That is very weird. I don't know when we developed this culture of essentially, you know, getting mad at other people's behalf.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Like without their prodding or anything. It's just like, I mean, maybe like sort of like, you know, the fact that certain groups don't have as much power in society, and so you feel as though you have to help them out. But like, I feel like it's gone too far in some cases. What game are you playing? Alright.
Wait, can you say that again? What happened? Hello? Hello?
Yeah?
Okay, I was like, was there a problem?
I couldn't hear you when you were before.
Okay. No, I'm just, making like, so I did say in my tweet that, I was gonna play Digimon Survive. Digimon Survive. That game isn't out yet. Cybersleuth. I played an hour of it, so I have to make a new save, because I was testing out on the game to see if it actually worked and all. I'll keep that. Okay, show. Battle difficulty. I'll keep it normal for now. Like button settings, graphic settings, depth of field, enable full screen 1080p. Nah, we're going 4K. Oh, okay, we can. Hey. Okay, so now that
It's funny.
yeah.
Whenever you take like a game that's like really old, right? And like you try putting on like a newer system, like this is mostly on PCs because like consoles don't really work like that. You can't just like take a PS1 game and put it in your PS4. It doesn't really work like that.
Yeah.
But like in the case of like a PC, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could take a game that's like 6 years old and try running it on your new computer, but like it doesn't really work. Like graphics cards. Like you can't take like a 2001 game generally and then still boot it up on like a 2014 graphics card sometimes.
Yeah.
It just screws up the graphics so badly. The graphics just aren't made for such a high resolution card anymore.
So now I'm just like literally just booting up Cybersleuth and all. I know what happens in the beginning. I for like what 6 years now. I've stayed spoiler free actually. Surprisingly enough.
What happens at the end? In the end, all the Digimon lose. I've never actually played Cybersleuth. I don't play Digimon games.
Fair enough. Yeah. Like the last Digimon game I played was Digimon World DS. I also played Dawn and Dusk, but like I prefer.
I don't know. You know what's gonna realize? After a while, the same material really just loses luster for me.
Yeah.
Which is probably one of the reasons I stopped watching Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's just the thing with Digimon. They change their shit basically almost all the time. So it's like, so they don't keep the same form. It's okay. They do have some like sometimes they keep the same style. But every game has its own like really quirks. Unlike Pokemon, where it's the same thing with a gimmick every single generation since Generation 4. Well, Digimon is like we got the Death Rebirth. We got new main. In the anime specific, we get new main characters. We get new Digimon. It's not about catching them all. It's more like shit, man. Just
I love Digimon nowadays. Like the initial plot was on tape to get the hell out of here. But
get the hell out of here and you know save both worlds. And Digimon O2, it was more like we gotta stop this dude from you know taking control of the digital world. Tamers, I haven't watched Tamers yet, but
you know what they should have done? They should have just turned off the internet, turn it back on again. That would have solved it.
no, you have to turn off the internet everywhere, and that wouldn't change anything because you know, like if there is internet in technology, Digimon will always be there.
Right? Is you gotta create a time machine, right? And then you gotta go back in time to World War II, right? Or not World War II, the Cold War. And then you gotta get the U.S. and Russia to launch nukes at each other. There you go. Internet's gone forever.
I'm like, what about the space shit, bro? The stuff in space.
Don't worry about that stuff. It's gonna deteriorate because we'll all be dead.
It's.
You ever heard this thing blast ourselves back into the Stone Age? And no more technology, stupid. No more technology.
You got a point, but like, yeah, you know what? I fucked it.
This is manga I've been reading actually. I feel like I've probably talked about it already. Build World.
But you told me about
It's
it.
so weird. Huh?
You told me about it before.
Weird. Because like it is like a post-apocalyptic, obviously, but like they're not really focusing too much on what happened to the people in the past yet. It's more like the story of this kid who's like I don't know how old he is, like 12 maybe 13. He's an orphan because everyone in the planet is a fucking orphan like parents aren't allowed to exist. Right.
What is this? Kids Next Door? What is this? Kids Next Door? Or that one episode of it was Justice League or Justice League Unlimited?
I think in his door actually they had parents, especially number one. He had a great dad.
Well, yeah. I know, but I'm like, there was this one episode in Kids Next Door where they were like, you know, the kids created parents. Whoa, and all.
Yeah.
And also,
They did finish that story.
yeah, they really didn't. And also, in Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, they had an episode where all the adults were gone, and like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, I forgot who else. I think Green Lantern were all turned to kids, so they didn't get erased because they were adults.
I thought so. I know what episode you're talking about. I initially thought you were talking about the episode where like the world split in half. And, like,
No.
Parallel worlds were like the one where like everyone who was below 18 was in one world, everyone who was above 18 was in another world.
Wasn't it that one? No.
But you're talking about the one where.
And then the amusement park.
Adults disappeared and they turned themselves into children.
Yeah.
And then Diana's like still trying to seduce Superman. Batman or whatever.
Batman.
Yeah, it was Batman. And then Batman's just like, I'll go this way, because it's Batman. He's still brooding as a child. I'll go this way. And then it's just like, I'll go with Bruce. And then this fucking Green Lantern, and I think it was Superman or whatever, just had. Well, actually, it was Superman who had no clue what was going on. Like everyone else realized that she was flirting with him, but he just like doesn't seem to understand. And then Green Lantern was just like, man, like certain kinds of vision, you blind as hell. I really enjoyed that scene.
What? Oh my god.
What happened? The game not working?
Oh no! I just figured out. It's because this game wasn't made. Was made for PS4 and then ported it to PC. So it's like, I'm just trying to redeem this. Shiny. You know what? I shouldn't be having this much trouble with. There we go. Shirugane! White Toby! Oh my god, I just did this. Log in. Oh. I should be having this trouble. Oh, there we go.
Well, you put a Shiro.
What? Well, let's get to the digital world. Or whatever the heck this place is. This is a cool cutscene, though.
as you grow up and you get like more used to things, the world really is just less vibrant in a sense. Like it looks the same, like it just doesn't feel the same on an emotional level.
Yeah.
Like food, for example, right? Like I eat food, right? It just doesn't taste as good anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like chicken. I used to eat chicken like every day.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Now it's
It
like, it's
doesn't
just
taste
like,
good.
yeah. I know how you feel, bro. I know how you feel. It's like, yo. It's like, I don't know. It's like sometimes, no. Sometimes I feel like everything tastes the same or just tastes bad.
I mean, maybe it's the case that maybe we just eat the same things every day. You know, 'cause, like that's kind of just the way that we've been raised and everything.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's weird, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah. Or some people have the case where it's like, it's that they're so depressed or something traumatic happened in their life they can't taste anything. That is the thing.
Yeah, yeah. But that's not what's happened to me though.
Yeah.
I would have bigger issues if that was the case.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, I guess starvation really isn't a bigger issue. Now I think about it.
Yeah.
It really isn't much a bigger of an issue than starvation. I think about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure like a good portion of not U.S. settlements, world settlements were wiped out via starvation.
Yup.
You know, it's a good thing they made workaround to poison food or water supplies.
Yup. Hmm.
Some new war comes into committed in like video games and stuff, and like until you start looking at it like in a serious manner.
Mhm.
Like remember that Call of Duty game where like you like occupy a church or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like it just gets destroyed in the end.
Yeah.
That's some serious war crimes right there.
Hmm. Oh, let's talk about anime again. But so the new like, cause I work like every day. Like I haven't really been catching up with anime at all, and I just found out that the new anime season's out. I'm like, yo, shit! It's been a whole season already.
I mean, honestly, even anime isn't as good as it used to be. Again, a lot of it because of what we were talking about before.
Oh yeah, saturation. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like like 20 or 30 animes I see, and just like I can watch one of you and watch all of you at the same time.
I'm like, yo, I'm watching the stuff I already know is good. That's stuff like I've read in like manga and shit. So, like for example,
Right.
Welcome to Demon School Idumaka. So like, I've read back around when it had 50 chapters, I stopped reading because the anime was coming out, and also I was waiting because this really looked like a really promising manga. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna wait so so I can binge it. Cause I don't usually like to binge stuff, but it's like, this series it feels like it's gonna head to a great direction. So I'm gonna just wait a couple of years. Current time it has like around like 200 something chapters, I think, around there, or like not like 100 like 90 something or 200 something. And I turned out to be right. I'm like, this manga turned out great. The art style is phenomenal. The facial expressions that the mangaka does are just beautiful. Remember that face that you and Angel said, that shit looks like from my hentai. It wasn't from my hentai. It was from this manga called Iruma-kun. Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. It's like, this is making me feel all excited. Yeah.
Well, actually, I watched a couple clips from it. I want to get back into it. I watched the first episode and then I kind of had to stop for some reason. I don't remember why. Probably has something to do with school or work or something.
Yeah.
And I never got back around to it because when you get into an anime, right, you just watch it, you never want to stop, right?
Yeah.
If you stop, you're not gonna, you have to find the motivation to get back into it again. Because you know it's good, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to start watching it again. Maybe because like once you watch it, it's never gonna be as magical again. I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, easily, because like right now we're getting into the in the anime the Walter Park arc. I don't know what the arc what the general term for this arc is, but I'm gonna call it WP arc. So they go to this amusement park, something happens. Because again, after you know this, like the end terminus, which is their summer, once they get back into school, because you know this is their second semester, shit just keeps going up. Because like season 1 was like, yo, this is pretty decent. I like where it's heading, but like it doesn't it hasn't captivated me yet. But I know it has the potential to. So I come back to it. Season 2 comes out. It's like, yo, this is fire. I go back to the manga.
Cool, right?
What happened?
Talking about Demon School?
Yes, Welcome to Demon School with Irumakun.
I have it on my list. I have a lot of anime on my list, like 4, I think. And I just need to get around to watching them at some point. Honestly, I'm not really doing anything else, but I don't know.
But well, it's like yo, you want to watch it together? Because it's like.
Season first, so.
No. I don't mind. What do I look like? Adriel's cousin? Who or I don't know. I was trying to was like, man, who was it? Who was like, yo, it was like they wanted to watch an anime together, but they didn't.
You must be. It was probably something you had with somebody else. I was never involved.
I don't know, but it's like I think. Oh no! Last time I tried to watch an anime, it was with Adriel because it's like, but it's like nah. I'm like, bro, if you just said you wanted to watch it, I'm like, yo, let's watch it together. It's like,
Adriel got commitment issues.
man, you don't have to tell me that. You don't have to tell me that twice. But I was gonna say, fuck. Well, nobody's coming to my stream anyway. Let me. This is a cool cutscene. I'll let it play real quick. So Irumakun has around 210 chapters. There we go.
I'm not reading the manga. That's too much effort for me. But I'm gonna watch the anime eventually. You know what's the worst, actually?
What?
When you watch an anime, right, and you want to get into the manga, right, but you don't want to have to read the whole manga again, so you just want to start where the anime left off. But then you try and find out where the anime left off, but like no one's giving you a straight answer. Like you try looking it up, but people just keep giving you like 10 different answers. It's just the worst.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, Kaiju no Ace is another good manga. I'm always gonna recommend you. Kaiju no A is a really good manga. My Dress Up Darling, or I forgot the Japanese name already. Son of Bisque though. That's what it's called. Uzaki is good. Bashuka Tensei Jobless Reincarnation is really good also. I'm still waiting for chapter. Hey, you like it? Let's go.
Manga sometimes is that they like take so long to update that I take them off my list because like I have like a list of manga that I check every day and every couple of days, right? See if they've updated. And like, if you have a manga that hasn't updated, in like what? A year at this point?
Yeah, if it's a year, yeah.
I keep spending my time looking at it, looking at it every couple of days to see if it's there. And so I'm like I lose track of it, right? And it was good. I enjoyed it. Like I can't put that much effort forward for something that's not actually putting out results.
Understandable. Well, hopefully nothing. It was like here's the thing with Bashuka. I said like it didn't update. We're in July. They didn't update last month. I don't know if something happened to the. I can hear the water running. That's what's really loud.
Yeah, that's me. Don't worry about that.
So I don't know if something happened to the mangaka for Bashuka Tensei, but they didn't update last month, so that's kind of loud.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it.
Stream can hear you.
Don't worry about that. That's just the water in my house. It just does that.
But cause like like bro, it was getting into like. I literally might have to go read them on the light novels now because I do have them. It's just that, man, it's so much easier to read a manga.
Honestly, the only anime I've ever been so interested in them that I would read a light novel for it was a regular Magic High School.
Oh
I
yeah,
need to watch the second season for that. But
there is no second season.
what do you mean? I heard they announced it.
They did.
Hold on a second. Let me check something. It's like I remember hearing about they were announcing a second season for it, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it when it comes out. I'm gonna go off of it because you know.
Yeah. What happened?
I'm looking.
Hey, don't call. Not every Digimon is nasty. We got some sexy ones. Look at Rosemon. I want to put Rosemon in the thumbnail, actually.
I mean, look. I mean, a lot of them do either look like animals, an abomination, or mecha, and none of those are.
Or human.
I said the majority. I didn't, like the human ones are a minority.
Well. Oh, someone was calling me. No one. What's another? Because like, there's some anime like I have rewatched multiple times. Overlord. So waiting on season 4. Bro, they announced season 4 and the movie. Ooh, and the movie won't be a recap. Ooh, yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go.
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh yeah. There we go. I will save. That's not the save button. There we go. I will overwrite this.
So it says it came out. At least it was supposed to come out in 2020. I don't know if it ever actually did do that.
Nope, it didn't.
It was delayed. It was delayed at least once because of COVID. So
I haven't heard anything since. Yeah. I'm like, once I finish this tutorial, I will start actually reading text. What happened?
I found it.
Alright.
It is out. Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard a single shit about it. Oh, woo, it's a spooky ghost in the digital world. Or it could just be a Digimon that's a ghost. Because they're a ghost type Digimon. None of this a type.
You know something I never really understood about media, games, anime, and like that.
Yeah.
Is the inability to separate horny from not horny. Like I'm never in a state of constant horny, right? You know, there's times.
Oh yeah.
When I want certain material, right? You know, like I'm not constantly in that state, right?
Yeah.
You know, and just like, you know, like, cause like, you know, I mean, anime and stuff are just so intrinsically tied with it at this point, right? But even in Western media, right? It's just games and stuff. Just have, well, I mean, you've seen games. You've seen how female characters dress in games.
Oh yeah.
You know, we've all seen that, right? And like, I can sort of understand. You know, you might want that as an option, right? But like, that's all that's there a lot of the time. Like in a lot of games, that's all that's there, right? And like, you know.
Yeah. Honestly, like majority of the time, here's the thing. I love I love armor, like how cool it looks. That's why majority of the time, it's like if I'm playing an MMO, I'm gonna be playing a guy because you know. If it's something like Pokemon or like or something like that, I'll pick a girl, cause like it doesn't change much.
Like your physical character, like your player character doesn't mean nothing in Pokemon. It's not like
Exactly.
you're just having your pets fight for you. Come on, it's animal cruelty. Come on.
No, so you mean chicken fight or sorry dog fighting, or whatever the fuck it's called?
Fighting doesn't matter. Either way, right? It's just weird how it's become so intrinsic. It was, or at least it was so intrinsic in Western society. Nowadays, it's becoming a bit less common, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
You know, you're seeing more realistic characters, I guess, to a certain extent in Western media. Eastern media is still some bullshit, but it's not going to change, honestly. There.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're just really horny in Japan or what, but like, you know, it's just not changing.
Wait, hold on. Terriermon, Palmon, and fuck is your name? I don't know. Continue.
Hold on, my AirPods are dying. I need to charge them real quick.
It's Palmon.
Okay, say something.
Hello.
Okay. Because after this,
How good am I?
to make sure they actually disconnected and my audio is not playing on the speakers. So
Virus.
that properly. So yeah, I just don't understand the constant need for horny in some people. I just don't get it.
Yeah, no, same here. It's like especially when I'm at work, I'm like, bro, I don't want no horny near. Like when I'm looking at my phone, I don't want to go through Twitter and see horny shit. Like it's like.
I mean, at least when it comes to Twitter, you can like sort of control it, right? But I'm talking about like actual not social media, like actual like regular media.
Oh, regular media. Okay, so yeah, no, it's like when I'm reading, it's like I'm not trying to be. It's like porn. It's like you see, like that's why you see like all the lewd manga I have. I only read it when you know a new chapter comes out. That's about it. All other series like Mushoku Tensei or where they have some lewd stuff in it. Yeah, obviously I read it like almost all the time because you know it's not about the lewds or the sexuality. It's more like about the story and how the characters will grow.
I mean, like I like mature themes in my stories and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of the time, anime just kind of half does it. Like they do all the ridiculous stuff like slipping and falling on people.
Oh, whoa! I accidentally fell and have my mouth in your cock.
Yeah, exactly. Like
No, that actually has happened in an anime. It was atrocious. I'm like, Nick, she's wow. First of all, how old is she? Second of all, who came up with this? Oh no, my hand slipped. Now my whole dick is in your vagina. I'm like, what? Like, no, that's not how that works, boo boo. Oh no, I'm walking by. Oh, my clothes fall off. Like, yo, like a ghost like took my shirt and it's flying away. Somehow, my fireman suit. Sorry, Fire Force, I'm gonna have to blast your ass for this. Like I don't mind, cause like, but like, yo, excuse me, how the fuck do a tight as fuck like fucking those firefighter suits come off like it's fucking nothing? Like I get it, it's a gag, but like, nigga, how no? Oh, it's my lucky pervert fucking effect. I'm like, nigga, what? But nah. It's like okay, it's like I get it, you try to have comedic moments and all, it's like, oh, part of her character. I'm like, I'm gonna say it's gonna demean her character because it doesn't. I'm not those type of people.
Her character in a sense, but it demeans the quality
The,
of your storytelling.
yeah, it really does.
Like, because I like mature content, right? You know, like sex scenes are fine and everything, right? But like,
Yeah.
it shouldn't just be a gag. Like the sex scene shouldn't just be for comedic effect. Like that's not funny.
Yeah.
There's nothing funny about it. It's just a thing that happens, right? Especially after the 1,000th time it happens. You know, it's just like it's funny the first couple times, but like if I've seen it so often at this point that it's just not. It doesn't mean anything anymore. You can just get past it, honestly.
Yeah, no, because like another thing, so you may have heard of this, but have you heard of Chainsaw Man?
Chainsaw Man? It sounds familiar.
So,
never watched it. I remember hearing about it.
oh no, his anime is actually coming out pretty soon. But the manga, it's pretty popular. And what the connection lost? Oh, my Wi-Fi went down for a second on my phone. But what had happened was the fan base. All you see on these Twitter accounts like just these niggas wolfing like I'm like, bruv, chill. It's just a drawing. I get it. I would okay. I wouldn't go to that extent to barking like a fucking dog, but like I just like and retweet and just move on with my day. But it's like y'all taking it to like just chill, bruv. Like
you have a valid point, honestly. Like we all like the material and everything, right?
yeah.
At a certain point, you just gotta relax. You're spent at this point physically. Like you're spent. Like you already went off already. Like you already threw away the napkin and everything. Like just relax. Like fam. Like this isn't healthy for you. Like go outside.
Touch some grass.
Touch some grass. Try not to be too stimulated. Like just relax. It's just weird, honestly. Like I don't know. I mean, like I like mature content and everything, right? But like it's so like my stance on harem anime, right? Like I don't generally watch too much harem anime.
Oh yeah, same.
Like, I remember the first anime I ever watched was Heaven's Lost Property, which is
yes. Okay. I will say this: the anime after reading the manga, it's like, man, it seems more low quality. It's like it still has high points, for people whoever watches in the future, because nobody's watching right now. Where Nymph's like wings get ripped off, yo, that shit hurt. I couldn't bear it. It's like, yo, I literally had to turn off the screen real quick.
Yeah. Stuff like that. I don't think like if they have like Heaven's Lost Property, I'll probably watch it purely for the fact that I enjoy Heaven's Lost Property season 1.
Oh, exactly. Oh yeah.
But like if it was like something that was created today, I probably wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
If this is like the first time it's ever created.
Yeah, but also it's like but there's some things that do bring it down, especially in the manga. It's like the best friend, the childhood friend. I don't like her. Yeah, she's sexy and all, but like, oh, I'ma chop your ass. It's funny like the first time watching it through, but like rewatching it's like that's not funny.
It loses its luster very quickly.
Oh, does it happens like a lot?
Yeah, like every 2 minutes, it's just like sorry. Like every time she's on screen, it's just like something's about to go wrong.
Exactly. No. Because here's the thing, okay, we're gonna go in the manga. There's this girl. I think you guys like in the anime you get to see her, but this angeloid that's pretending to be a human, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she gets brought up later in the manga. Mm-hmm. Sorry if I'm spoiling it for you, but like, but like,
you're gonna make 6 easy for it, so it doesn't really matter.
It's like this angel who was pretending to be a human, as as these quote unquote dreams and shit, fell in love with Todoroki, right?
Sounds familiar. I don't know. I mean, Todoroki is definitely the main character's name for something, so good enough.
Yeah. So it's like, and then once she becomes goes back to being an angel and all, she still falls in love with him. She likes that pervert side of him and shit.
Which is weird, but yeah.
I'm like, bruv, angeloids don't, bruv. They live in pods, bruv. They've been living in. It's like they live in pods to live as humans, cause that's how fucking shitty it is to be an angeloid. They have to dream about being human. By dreaming, it's actually become one. Oh my god.
Imagine you're just like your days, right? And like a good thing for you would be just being a normal person in 2020. Oh no, that's not it, Chief. But back on topic, because we got completely on topic with it.
Oh yeah, we did.
First thing we watched was Property, right? It was a good one. It was the first one. It was actually really stupid of me to watch it because I watched it on the family TV on Netflix. Back when I was like 13 maybe. I didn't really even understood like the full context of what I was watching at the time.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what ecchi was. I barely even knew what sex was at the time. Like,
Nah, same.
right. So like I was like watching this. I'm like, well, that's sort of weird that she just keeps following him. But like I just moved on with my life, right? It's a good thing in Japanese, and no one really understood it. No one really understands in my family about anime, at least at the time. So otherwise, all the moaning and all the Japanese words that they were saying were definitely.
Yeah.
I was watching it. Otherwise, I'd be real off. In retrospect, I really shouldn't have done that, but you know, it introduced me to anime, so that's one thing. You know?
Yeah.
Right, and so another thing, right? So after that, right? Harem anime loses its luster for me very quickly. But it has lost its luster over the years.
Yeah.
I watched 20, 30 harem anime in my time. Like, you know, like I would count them as harem at least because it's like more than like 3 girls. You know, right?
Yeah. So if it's more than 3 girls, it's a harem anime, right?
I would say so.
So okay, Mushoku Tensei has up to 3 girls in that scene. I'm like, yo, it's like one more girl before it's a harem.
Yeah, no, I guess it's just a foursome if it's just 4 people in a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess some people would count as a harem, but I'm gonna stick with you know more than 4 people in a relationship it being harem. Right, but you know, harem anime really loses its luster, especially when you really think about the fact that a lot of harem anime, especially nowadays, just kind of it relies on the harem aspect to pull the rest of the show through.
Yeah.
It's like a veteran with no legs, right? Like like relying on their arms to pull you through, even though you didn't bandage their missing legs. Like you didn't do anything about that. Like it's just like you're trying to pull yourself through, but you're just pulling your organs out as you go.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be this graphic about it, but you know, it's like that, right? So like you know, you have the harem, right? You have the ecchi, you know, it's all running along, right?
Yeah.
Right, but like your story, your character development are just so minimal.
No, okay. That brings me up to sorry. Actually, no. Finish what you're saying.
Okay, so you know the character development tends to be less, right? Because you have a lot more characters you need to get developed. Right?
Yeah.
And you have the same amount of time as any other anime, right? You need to develop those characters quickly, right? So it feels like, at least to me, that it tends to make them worse characters overall. Like they tend to hit their one trope because like you know this is a harem anime. They all have one trope.
Yeah.
That they're trying to hit, right? And so they hit their one trope really hard, and there's no diversity among their characters, right? Because like people are diverse creatures, right? No one's ever just one thing, right? They're all multiple things that all contradict each other a lot of the time, right? Because it's just what humans are, right? And so you know when you have these anime and they're harem anime, and so you cut the character development out. Cut the real amazing shit out, right? Just for the loot, just for the harem, right? Then it's like, yeah, I mean, if that's what you're looking for, right? If you're just here for the horny, you know, that's great for you, right?
Yeah.
It's just not that great for me because I'm actually here for the plot. You know,
yeah.
that's the plot. You know,
Like, not the plots with quotation marks, but the plots without them.
Yeah.
So.
And so like it's just not as good.
Yeah.
Right? Why nowadays I stick to anime where the main character has no more than 2 or 3 people. You know, that's hanging around with them. You know.
Yeah.
I've told you about that one anime, the one manga I was reading. The world is dangerous for a mob or something. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't have to show it to you. Right? He has 2 girls currently, and as far as I know, they're not going to increase that number anymore. And I feel like in the case of a threesome, right, it can actually really enhance the character development, right? Because like if it's just like a one character experience, right, it's going to take a lot longer for those 2 characters. You know, especially when one of them has mental problems, and by mental problems I mean like trouble opening up.
Yeah.
Like the medical issue.
Yeah.
Right. When one of them has troubles opening up, right, it makes it a lot slower to get those 2 characters to open up to each other.
Yeah.
Right. And get the whole character development thing going. But when there's another character that can also have them opening up to each other, right, they can push themselves and each other towards making that other character open up. Right?
Yeah.
So that's sort of the dynamic that they have in manga I'm talking about. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the 2 characters can push each other to open up to each other and help each other out, right? Because they're both struggling as characters that are in the story, right? But then they're also pushing the main character to open up himself. And that's very important. I find that really enjoyable in manga, but it doesn't happen too often, really. It's in manga, it's normally either all everything or nothing. So yeah, that's that. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that reminds me to the point, like in High School DxD, like the relation, like from what I've heard, like in the light novel, the current point where we are in the anime, that's the last time Rias and Issei have any incident moments.
Oof.
So it's like, until I'm like, bro, really? Cause like, yo, this shit was getting good, and then you do this. It's like for what, through four seasons, and you. It's like, first of all, the plot so far was really good. I really love the Issei's armors and shit. Ooh, the armor. Fuck the titties. Fuck the hot women. The armor was what kept me going from this anime. I told you, I love armor.
Yeah, Baharo, that's sort of the point. Fucking the hot woman is the point.
I know.
But yeah, I understand what you mean. I do like armor as well. You know what I really enjoy? Nanosuits. I really enjoy nanosuits, but those require more futuristic, and we don't get nearly as much futuristic anime as we should. Like I really enjoy Ghost's property. I mean, not Ghost's property. Ghost Lost Property. Yo, is this a spin-off of Heaven's Lost Property? It's a future version. You do not want to mix Ghost Lost Property. You don't want to mix Heaven's Lost Property and Ghost in the Shell. Those are two things that are not going together very well.
Oh, definitely not.
I'm still confused by the plot of fuck. I keep wanting to say Ghost Lost Property. Of Ghost in the Shell. I'm still confused by it, honestly.
Same.
But it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. I think it's just one of those things that it's just kind of just the way it is.
Yeah.
And I'm not judging somebody for liking anime and just wanting the boobas. That's one thing that's their point of view.
I'm like I like boobas too. It's like, but to a certain extent, it's like there's something that's too much booba.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for some people that's not a thing for them. I mean, I've seen some people's drawings of characters. It's never enough for them.
No, okay, let me say so. Remember when interspecies reviewers came out? Like,
yeah.
Like
you were like, and I told you it was getting banned, and you were like, nah, and then they got banned.
Yeah, I didn't think it would get banned. It's like the first 2 episodes came out, nothing happened. Episode 3, where the guys turn into girls and then they get fucked. That's the problem.
Wait, what?
Yes, they got gender bent and they had sex with other girls. One had a dildo because she was a hyena girl. Not my type of thing. One was a slime. One had sex with a slime. One had sex with the other person from their same race, which I think was the tiefling. There were two tieflings. One male who turned into a girl, and a female one, and then one who had sex with an elf.
Interesting. Okay, Haru. Female hyenas have a penis.
I know.
Which I don't know why they would have used it.
No, because I'm like, okay, so Hakunaman is on HP. He's dead. No! I wasn't paying attention to the HP.
It should have been. First step.
I was talking to you. I was having so much fun talking to you.
Well, that's rough, man.
When was my last?
You don't have one, do you? You don't have a recent save, do you?
No! Yo! I didn't think they would do that. Oh, fuck me.
Gotta pay attention, man.
Oh no! Fuck. No, but it's like I should do this shit over again. Okay, but it's like if you want boo, it's like go fucking like watch some. Okay. I do gotta say that so like hands like animated kind, the anime, what some people call it, like whatchamacallit, it's not all of them are well done. They're pretty mediocre. They're pretty mediocre.
Some of them are just what
No, I want to call out Queen Bee on this. Queen Bee, why are you ruining so many good dojos, bro? You're turning them into fucking shit. Your animation is terrible.
What is Queen Bee? What have they made?
They create hentai.
Yeah.
From dojins.
Oh my god, I was looking at myself.
I'm not so sure of Queen Bee because I don't want that on my timeline because they're a atrocious company. Ruining so many good dojins.
I feel like I've heard of them before. I think they might be on I didn't think about.
Okay. Go to anime.tv or .com. I forgot which one it is. Like search up Queen Bee.
Yeah, no, I typed in Queen Bee and then I forgot to find that Queen Bees are actual animals.
I have to choose this stuff again.
Let's see. Oh, of course they made that.
See, look how atrocious it's like, bro, some really good ones too.
I've never seen that one. I think I enjoyed that. I don't think I've ever watched the adaptation of it though. A lot of these I've never actually watched. I mean, I like Murata or Murata fan.
It
I think that was really well done actually. Actually, except it was a bit hard to follow the second act. The second act was weird.
yes, it was.
I don't understand what the point of that was, but honestly, I read the dojo too, and I didn't understand it there either. So,
fair enough.
you know, but I did enjoy it though. You know, I enjoyed the dynamic and everything. And I understand that in the anime or dojo or anything, it's a bit harder to represent. Man, they have made a lot of stuff, huh?
Yep, and it's terrible.
I think out of all that stuff, I've only seen like one or two.
Wait, how many do they have again?
Huh?
How many do they have?
According to this, they have 42. But
I've seen like around 20 of theirs. They're terrible.
wait, no, hold on a second. There's more on this page. Wait, no, never mind. I mean, yeah, there's some stuff on here, but I've only ever seen like one or two. Like, I don't like that stuff.
They're terrible.
So yeah, that's interesting.
But like with interspecies reviewers, it's like since it was so considered anime with going very very deep into the edgy side.
Yeah, honestly, it was about as much of an anime as that one that one anime was an anime.
Redo of Healer.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. No, but it's like here's the thing, I found it very funny. I found, bro, like I could like if you were there with Adriel, me, Miguel, what I showed them is you would have seen me just laughing watching through all of this. Like, yo, I can't believe you're doing this shit. Oh my god. I just found it funny. Like, yeah, it was like kind of hot, but it's like
the lines are just blurring nowadays. They might as well not even be there at this point.
honestly.
It's like the fact that those allow certain things to be pushed through is just amazing sometimes. Like, generally I think anime is weird and everything, right? And it's pretty sexual, but like there's pretty hard points that they stop on, But then every once in a while something like that just comes out. It's like, well, never mind that.
Yep. No. It's like people were going haywire on fucking Shield Hero, and it just reviewers. Oh my god, they have sex. They're talking about false rape accusations. We can't have that. And then we have Redo of Healer, a literal rapist.
I mean, Redo of Healer was very controversial too, to be fair.
But I'm like, in the anti-twit sphere. It's like we know it was bad. So people don't even talk about it, but it's like
I don't know.
and also Western companies didn't make a huge fuss about it.
I don't use Twitter for the exact reason I don't trust anything that's said on there.
Honestly.
But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe you're just on like different channels than me, honestly, because I don't know what Twitter is. I don't know how like Twitter works or whatever. But like, it's just not it for me, man. I couldn't deal with it. I would not be able to deal with listening to people talk about whether or not they like an anime I like for like 12 hours a day. I got better shit to do with my life, honestly.
I'm like, I don't only go on Twitter just to convert. Like, what?
What?
Well, that's most people. Or people are there for clout, so they go hate on a series.
And I don't understand internet clout either. Actually, I don't know what's with like getting people to like what is it follow you?
Yeah, follows. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand that either. It's like they're not interested in content or anything. They don't care about you. It's just an artificial number. Well, not really an artificial number, but you're artificially inflating the number, right? I don't really get what the point is. I never really understood internet clout, honestly, as a concept.
Well, I just told people if you one, you have good art. Two, you're in a date. Three, you're a likable person, and four, if you're a friend of mine.
If you're not actively here to look at what I have to say and we can like agree on it to some extent, I don't understand what you're doing here at this point.
Exactly.
Like you just being here to be here is kind of pointless.
Yup.
I don't know. I don't really get social media sometimes. It's sort of weird now how that works.
Yup.
But I never got a chance to say this. In the case of like interspecies reviewer, right? I can understand that people are specifically here for that sort of thing, right? And so I'm not gonna judge you for liking that sort of thing specifically. Although honestly, I don't know who interspecies reviewer could appeal to in the whole sense, given that it has so many different,
It appeals to everyone.
Let me finish. It has so many different, I don't want to say the word.
Brothels.
What? No.
Oh,
There's
tags.
in relation to it, right? That,
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who could be like into every single one of those tags.
Well, I'm like, here's the thing, like every one of those tags are separated into episodes.
I mean, I guess, yeah, that's true.
So like you could just skip it.
What tag you're gonna hit until you reach the episode. Like imagine watching an episode, like the first 10 minutes of an episode, and then you find it as a tag you don't want to watch, you don't want to read, right? But then you just wasted the first 10 minutes of your life.
I'm like, you could. I'm like, no, they actually. Well, sometimes they tell you, all right, what brother they're gonna go to. So there was this one where they fucking fuck undead.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck undead.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, bruv, about that. Nah, I'm gonna skip it. And so then we go to where the fucking angel guy is angel/guy/girl thing, because he has both.
Angels, they're a monstrosity anyway.
Yeah.
You ever seen beautiful angels?
We don't talk about those. We don't talk about those. We don't talk about Angel Woman. Okay, that's the only angel we're talking about.
Depictions of biblical angels, actually, those were really always interesting. But it's just like 9 heads just on like a pedestal or something.
Yeah.
Like below the pedestal is like a dog head or something. But then there's like also like machine parts in it somewhere.
Yeah. So we go to the angel guy girl thing, and they're over here fucking a witch. I'm like, yo, that's hot because it's the witch. Oh my no! There's this one episode where it's like, man, okay, you pay about like 3,000 gold, and you spend 3 whole days with this woman, as she's your wife. She clones herself, so that everyone can have an experience with her, as your wife or whatever the fuck you want. You torture or anything you fucking want. You can do whatever you want with her.
What?
You go from torture, masochism, sadism, torture, wife, whatever you want. Did you?
Torture? Like what type of torture?
She specifically says don't go extreme and shit, but the tiefling, as tieflings are, goes overboard.
Yeah, they're party animals. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, so it's just like, yo, I'm like, yo, she can be my wife. I can have a feeling of what a wife is. Fuck it. I'll come back here again 3 days, and we fucking do. And she made me dinner. Nigga, fuck yeah. Good investment.
I feel like for 3 days you just like buy like I don't know a magic item that does that for you, except for the sex part.
I'm like these. Okay, I'm like these guys. get paid to make reviews for their reviews. So they get they make a ton of money.
I mean, I guess there's a lot of people out there who really don't want to waste their money going to a place they're not going to enjoy.
Exactly. So it's like, yo, you pay me, I'll test out these models for you to see if you enjoy it or not. No, this is one specific with Cyclops. I'm like, yeah, I'm not holding to the eye thing, but like, yo, there are these ones where they were thick and had big boobas, bro. I'm like, yo, Aisha though. I remember her name and everything. Aisha, pink hair, big boobs, is pretty thick. Yeah, nigga. I'm like, I'm a booba butt kind of guy. I'm not into that whole eye thing. That's kind of creepy.
I don't understand how that would work, right? Cause like you're like a Cyclops with one eye, right?
Yeah.
Like your eye would be like huge, cause like that's how eyes work, right? They're like circular. There's like a lot more behind the eye that you see.
Yeah.
So like that would like take up the majority of the space in your brain would only take up. Like where you hiding that? Your brain, bro.
We don't talk about that.
I don't know. It's sort of weird when you think about it. A lot of stuff doesn't make a lot of sense when you think about it. But then again, this is all fantasy for real.
Honestly.
There's a reason that these creatures exist in real life because they would be an abomination of nature and evolution would wipe them out.
Yeah, honestly, another thing. There was this one girl. It's like she got like horny off of just seeing herself through another person's reflection in their eye. It's like, oh my god, I can see deception or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm like, yo, if you get high over you look into somebody's eye, I'm like, I'm not that type of person. Say, yo, your eyes are too sexy. I'm not gonna get come out of shit. Get off with that. Yeah, I don't get off. I don't get off to that. There we go.
I knew you were struggling.
Thank you. I'm like, shoot, wait. It's I forgot I was streaming. Then it looked up. Oh shit, I'm streaming.
You know what that?
Yes. Well, I don't care, but I don't want to get fucking demonetized and shit. That will get banned. But whatchamacallit? Some of these episodes are really good, or it's like teaches you like having oh my god, I just remembered an episode. This was the weirdest fucking episode. So they were where guys go watch fucking monster girls that can lay eggs. I can't even. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just don't really say that.
It's like they get horny off of watching fucking girls lay eggs.
I mean, that's some people's fetish. I mean, I can't blame them for that. I just think it's sort of anatomically improbable. Like there's a reason that we don't lay eggs as mammals. It's very
Yep.
All the Digimon.
Yep.
You know what must suck? I think it's a kiwi or something like that. I might be thinking of a wrong animal, but there's like an animal that it's a bird that lays eggs. It's a flightless bird, like an ostrich or.
Oh yeah, it's a kiwi.
And it lays eggs, right? But its eggs are the same size as its cousins, the cassowary and ostrich and stuff, right? And so like a bird that's like 1/100th of that's like 1/20th the size or some shit, right? It has to lay an egg the same size as it. Like it is the same size as it.
That must be painful. What the fuck?
It must be, right? Like I don't know, but like it must be painful.
Christ. Like, how would that anatomically work?
I mean, they must have some method of doing it. Honestly, I mean, a lot of creatures are so weird. Like hyenas, for example, right? The females have penises, right? But it doesn't help them in any way. They can't use them.
I'm like, yo, they're like, yo, I got a bigger penis than you, bro.
Hyena society is a matriarch, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like, it's really weird that they have this, right? But it also sort of an evolutionary disadvantage. Because for a hyena to birth anything is extremely dangerous and painful. Like, a good portion of them die in childbirth. Both the mother and the child. it's just really. I don't know how hyenas still exist. Honestly, I guess the parents are the ones that don't die. But I just don't understand the evolutionary. I just don't understand the evolutionary design. Like, how do you evolve such a thing?
I don't.
Like,
Yeah.
is clowning with hyenas. You know what else evolution is clowning around with? Hippos.
Oh yeah.
Vicious, bro. They kill people for no reason.
Yep.
Remember that story about that man who rescued rescued an injured hippo that was like abandoned from his herd because it was injured.
Mhm.
And hippos are assholes and they don't care about their young or whatever. Right. It was like abandoned. He took it, raised it, fed it, healed it, and then he brought it back to the swamp and then it just gouged him. Like it nearly killed him if it wasn't found. It's like, yeah, that's why you don't trust hippos, man. They will body anything, even if it's not dangerous to them.
Fuck hippos. Yeah, I already did. I already disliked hippos, but like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, like they even. I mean, this is actually pretty common in nature. But they will often attack their own young. Um, especially if they don't realize it's their young, because like unlike humans, right, who can generally tell their young apart. Some creatures just can't do that, I guess, and get confused, and so they just attack all the young. Sort of like seals, I think they are. You know how seals have like the alpha male who gets like all the women, and the rest of them just die.
Yeah.
Right. Seals will often kill the young of other seals, to reduce competition, right? But they'll often their offspring will often get mixed in, and they'll murk their own kids. So that's pretty wild, honestly. Like animals are just really wild, honestly. They just like just.
Yeah. Well, why do you think they're called wild animals? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You think they're really wild? I'm like, yo, wild animals. You caused this yourself.
I want to remove you from the
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do this at all. You could have just not. You know what's really weird? There was like an experiment I heard about where essentially they taught a bunch of I'm not sure what type of monkey it was, but they taught them to use currency, right?
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
So like they could like buy they could spend, like we gave them currency, right? Give them like an allowance. By we I mean the scientists. They gave them like an allowance, right? And then they said they taught them essentially like, here, this amount of money will get you this amount of food, right? Um, and so then they started bartering for money because they give money to all the monkeys, right? And so then they started bartering goods. Like they gave goods individual amounts of wealth on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like here I'll give you this stick and this rock, right? For your like, you know, for a certain amount of your cash, and then I'll go buy food with that amount of cash. And then I'll take that amount of food and then I'll distribute it to people for this amount of money. And so they created their own system of essentially, you know, bartering, right? Which is really interesting because I guess it's sort of how we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it does explain our, you know, our relation, I guess. We really haven't advanced that far from monkeys, I guess, in the end, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Reject society, return to monkey.
Yeah. I mean, shit. If I still have to pay taxes, like, it's not really worth it, is it?
Exactly.
Pay
Pay taxes as a monkey. Oh, that's hilarious.
No.
What do you mean the chimpanzee that killed himself after learning the what's the Brazilian fucking
That sounds familiar, yeah.
Oh, let me go find it.
A lot of animals can get depression, like dogs, and like I think it was cockroaches or something can get depression.
Cockroach? Oh,
No, flies. I'm pretty sure it was flies. Cockroaches don't have souls.
obviously. Come on, you should know the rules. Like cockroaches. What do you mean? Well, it seems I can't find it. I can't find the chimpanzee at all. Nope. Yeah, I can't find it. I'm pretty sure I got it here. No, fuck, I guess.
Okay, let's It's a little weird.
What happened?
Don't worry about it. It's better for your continued existence if you don't know. So to change off topic a bit from animals to something a bit less strange, or a bit more strange, depending on how you look at it.
Wait, I didn't finish about.
Blade Singer.
Blade Singer, go ahead.
So the Blade Singer's I'm still not entirely satisfied with the way it is, and again, if I were to play it, I would probably ask to change a thing or two about it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Wait, hold on. Did you see the new episode on the new video that the Dungeon Dudes put out for the Blade Singer?
I watched that video. That's why I'm rethinking my points on it.
I mean, because I haven't watched it yet. Wait, continue.
So Blade Singer is. I didn't give it enough credit. So the thing about the wizard, right, is the whole point of it is that it's less about your class features, right? Unlike other classes who really rely on their class features, like especially the sorcerer.
Yeah.
Who, like, if you don't have your class features, you're kind of screwed.
Honestly.
Right? Wizard kind of, it's more about the spells you choose, right? And depending on what kind of spells you choose, you're going to be more or less powerful depending on what's going on in the situation that you're in. Right? It's a lot less about your class features. Your class features supplement your abilities.
I will say that Tasha's fucking new classes, the Clockwork and the Aberrant Soul, whatever, they're actually much better than the base, the other subclasses, because they give you double the spells by level 10.
Honestly, that's probably pretty overpowered. I don't know.
And you can change them.
A lot of Tasha's stuff is a lot more powerful than D&D classes used to be.
No, but because he's in the just like the Dungeon Dudes, I did wish that they did change, like they added more stuff for the other subclasses. But
I don't know. I mean, they would have to rework the whole subclass at that point because there's limits to how many levels of stuff they can actually add to it.
Or it's just like 2 levels per spells, like 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, and that's it.
Yeah, honestly, but back to the Blade Singer, right? So I was right about the fact that you can't use mage armor with your while wearing light armor, right? However, during early levels, you may not have studded armor or any armor at all, actually, because wizards don't start with armor, and you don't get being a Blade Singer just automatically. So having mage armor early on, the first couple levels before you can get studded, would actually probably be pretty useful. Well, of course, mid campaign like this, let's say 62 died, right? Mid campaign, I would probably just give him studded leather, so it wouldn't be that useful. But for the first couple levels of play, or for the first couple levels of the game, right? Mage armor would actually probably be pretty useful as a spell to have.
Yeah.
So I can get leather to replace it. Another thing I forgot about, finesse weapons are a thing. So I didn't think about that. So strength is still not a necessary stat, assuming you're using a finesse weapon.
Yeah.
And you need dexterity anyway, because AC.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much most of my things. I still want that. I still want the that level with that ability for damage reduction to be changed out for something more useful. I don't know what I would put for that sort of thing, honestly. Maybe maybe I'll have you could spend a spell slot at the beginning of the day, for a spell that does damage, right? For a spell that does damage, right? And then you infuse it into your sword, and whenever you get a kill, with the infused weapon, right? If the spell activates and it does damage in a specified area, right? So especially if it's a cone weapon or something like that, right? Imagine you have I don't know, flaming tongue. No, what's the ability where you point your fingers out and it's just fire comes out of your fingers? Sometimes.
Eldritch Blast?
No, fire, not darkness. Whatever Eldritch Blast is. I don't know what Eldritch Blast is.
Well, Eldritch Blast can literally be anything.
Hands. That's
burning. Bro, you said finger. I'm like, finger flame coming out. What? If you said coming out of your hands, I would have said burning hands.
Well, I said fingers is in multiple fingers, but I understand how it's still.
You still, it's like the fingers is just your fingers, your 5 fingers. Like your hand is like your the palm and the fingers.
Well, I mean, I don't think it comes out of your palm. It comes out of your fingers.
It's your entire hand.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's what's called burning hands.
Anyway, right? So imagine how cool it would be, right? You could like infuse you could spend a spell slot and infuse what do you call it? I just said it. Burning hands, right, into your sword, right? And then whenever you got a kill, you could cast flaming hands for free, right? For that day. And so like it'd be like better bang for your buck as a wizard, right? Because like you run in, you get a kill, and then you cast flaming hands for free, right? But then you could if you get another kill, you can cast it again, right? Without expending another spell slot. So that you could use, you could have a spell or something to make it worth it, as a blade singer, run in and be dangerous, because again, you're still a wizard.
Well,
if you get surrounded as a blade singer, you're pretty boned. Purely by the fact that, just statistically speaking, if you have like 4 people surrounding you, right? Even if you have high AC, you're gonna get hit at least once.
Yeah. So I will say then that that it's like it's just like okay. So when you discuss like a 3rd level, you can infuse like either a 1st level spell or a cantrip, and then once you reach like 9th level, you can do or like 2nd level or
2nd level is when you get the blade singer class.
So 2nd level.
Yeah, wizards get their subclass in 2nd level.
Oh, you see that's I don't play wizard.
Look, here's what 1st level wizard gameplay is like. Don't die.
Don't die. Live long enough to level 2.
What?
XP to level 2.
Yeah. Like just like that's really the whole point of being. I mean, that's kind of like the biggest hurdle for wizards is not dying at level 1, because like once you start leveling up a bit, you have abilities and shit now. Like, you can actually do shit to keep yourself alive. But at level 1, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing to keep yourself alive with. Honestly. You ain't got no abilities. You barely got any spells. Like you ain't got much to keep you alive. Honestly. You ain't got no tricks or tips. Like
Yeah.
You need to call up like a repairman or something, or a doctor, because like you're about to be parts of the floor, honestly. But yeah, I mean, it's just gotta be real careful as a 1st level wizard,
Yeah. So
let the sorcerer take the brunt of the damage, honestly, because like they'll have a better chance of surviving. They got that constitution. Don't worry about it.
or just higher hit die, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you have a D6 hit die, honestly. Like pretty much every ability in the game has more than D6 damage.
Oh yeah.
What's at that level? Like you give me like a what? Like a what's my spear at? Hold on, let me check.
Isn't it like a D6 or D8?
Let's see. My spear does a D8 damage, so I would literally be able to kill a wizard in 1 shot if I hit them if they're a 1st level wizard, if I hit them and roll reasonably high. Well, actually, it's a D8 plus 5 damage, so even if I rolled a 1, I would still kill them.
That is sad.
Exactly. Like being a 1st level wizard is so difficult. Assuming if you get hit, like you're done.
No. You think that's bad? I've seen some homebrew classes where your hit dice is a 1d4.
What the fuck are you? A goddamn glass?
Bro, no, because this is one subclass was like, this homebrew class was like, it was called the Idealist. I don't know, I forgot the name, but it's where you basically have a familiar partner where you like it's tied to your soul. They're really so it's like you guys both share pain. You can have the damage to give it to the other guy, but like a D4.
That is really low, honestly. Even if you can transfer damage, that is really low.
And here's the thing, like you can't transfer damage if it's gonna kill either you or the other one. So it's like it's basically useless.
Damn, that's rough. Honestly, does it at least have a lot of HP?
I forgot. It's been a while since I looked into the list and stuff.
Well, I mean,
But it probably doesn't because it's
familiars don't generally have a lot of HP.
exactly.
No, yeah, I can't. I mean, unless it's like a really like strong golem or something. But like by that point.
No, but this is it's a familiar that that's made for the class that you have to use.
Yeah, I understand, but like even in the case of like regular D&D familiars, unless it's like a really strong golem or something, it generally doesn't have that much HP.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't remember. I forgot already. I ain't got that type of brain power anymore. It's too late in the day.
Honestly.
What's I gonna say about Blitz here? A couple things actually. First off, as I was saying before, I got completely cut off course by probably you. Right, the blades. I don't put enough emphasis because like I've been playing Artificer for so long, right?
Yeah.
That I'm in the mindset of that my gear, right? The things I have physically on me, right? Matters so much because I don't have a lot of spells, right? I don't have a lot of abilities besides just extra attack. Honestly, I don't. What other abilities do you even have besides extra attack?
Infusions.
Well, yeah, but those aren't really a thing I can really use.
Yeah.
Drastically. And until level 9, I don't even get like 2 more infusion slots.
Like you get 2 more. Well, depending on the class, you get 2 more 2-minute slots.
No, what 2 minute? No, you get 2 more 2-minute slots. Well, actually, high level you get a total of 6 2-minute slots, but infusion slots you only get a certain amount. But 9th level armorers get an extra 2 infusion slots, but only for their armor. Which will remind me of that actually later. Because I need to tell you some things about 682 and how I'm gonna play him in a minute.
Okay.
But the Blade Singers, yeah. So they'll have relatively high AC. If you have like high dexterity, right, as a Blade Singer, you have studded leather armor. That's like what 17 AC, right?
Yeah.
Right off the bat. Assuming you have high dexterity, which you could just roll really high. Although you don't start the game off with studded leather. If I think about it.
I'm like you can't. I know you like depending on your background, you can.
Maybe, but I probably wouldn't take such a background. I mean, maybe unless I really want to think about. I'll think about it honestly.
It's like if you're from a noble background, you have enough money to go buy it.
Maybe.
Because like, what else would you want to get? You want to get you want to get padded armor? The fuck?
To be fair, I don't really know what else you like. And like as a wizard, you want a lot of money because you have to describe a lot of spells and use public and stuff.
Yo, no, yeah, not only that. Because if you're a wizard, you're loaded.
No, you're not.
You at least have to have some money.
You don't have to have nothing. Spell components are really expensive.
No, I said loaded. You have a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. And I said you don't have to be because you're gonna spend all your money on spell components. Anyway, right. So,
Fair enough.
Yeah. I keep getting off track. So yeah, the Blade Singer has let's say even if you have just basic armor, right?
Yep.
What, like 11 plus dexterity? That's still like what?
Wait, isn't it 10 plus your dexterity?
I'm pretty sure it's 11 because studded leather is 13, right? And
No, studded leather is 12. Leather armor is 11.
What?
Leather armor is 11. Padded is 11. Studded is 12.
So 11 plus your dexterity, right? So that's like
That's padded armor or leather. If you have
what?
If you have no armor, it's 10 plus your dexterity.
So okay, let's say right off the bat as a right off the well, actually let's start at second level, right? Let's start at second level. You have let's assume 20 dexterity, right? Because you wanted to put more points of dexterity rather than intelligence.
Yep.
Or maybe just roll really lucky, like Howard tends to do and get 20s.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. You know if you use Tosh's features where you can change your stats and all. You could be I think it's a forest gnome or a hill or a hill dwarf, I think, where you get medium armor proficiency. You can just switch the stats to, for wizard. It still be be a dwarf with.
I can't use medium armor.
No. As a race feature.
Yeah, but I can't use medium armor. Blade Singers cannot use medium
Why?
If you try it into Bladestone.
Oh, that sucks ass.
Yeah, you have to either use light armor or nothing. You can't use medium armor or heavy armor or shields or two-handed weapons. Well, you can use two-handed weapons, but you have to use it with one hand. So if it's a weapon that can only be used two-handed, then you can't use it. Which is why finesse weapons are so good for Bladesingers, because they allow you to use dexterity, which you're gonna have anyway for the armor class. You know, for your attacking.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, as I was saying, right? So you'll have, let's say 11 plus your because assuming you have some leather armor, right? If not studded armor.
Yeah.
Right. You have 11 plus your dexterity, which is 16. Right. And then you'll have, assuming you have Bladestone active, you'll increase that.
Yeah.
To, let's say you have 20 intelligence as well. For the purposes of argument, you'll increase that to 21. 21 at level 2 is really good AC. Right. And so you get like you get to 22. You get to 22 when you get studded leather, right? Let's say you get +1 studded leather at any point in time. You get up to 23.
Yeah.
Let's say you get like this would be really late game, but let's say you get like a Tome of Thought or I think it's a manuscript of something or other. There's these items in the game. They're either called tomes or manuscripts. I don't know why they would just choose one or the other, but they do, but they don't, right? And they essentially allow you to. They're very rare. They're all very rare. They're all individual books. They allow you to increase your ability scores by 2 and increase your ability score maximum by 2. It is in fact the only way I know of to increase your ability scores endlessly. However, the books are very rare, and unless your DM gives them to you, or I guess you have an artificer that can craft them for what is that, like 5,000 gold each? I think it's very rare. 5,000 gold each.
I'm like, bro.
50,000 gold each. That's what it is. It's 50,000 gold each. Right. So unless you have some means of getting them relatively cheaply, you're not gonna be getting a lot of these.
Yeah.
But they increase your ability, but they allow you to essentially instantly increase your ability scores, right? Which is really good if you can get your hands on them. So hold on a second. Let me drink some water. I'm gonna dry my throat out if I keep talking. Okay, as I was saying, right? So yeah, I mean that'll be really good if you get your hands on like a dexterity one. I mean, intelligence one is really good too. Actually, as a Bladesinger, right, you have to decide, because this is sort of an interesting conundrum, right? Because Bladesingers are sort of an interesting class, because like unlike other full spellcasters, we have really good melee potential, right? And any other class like a Hexblade Warlock, right, who's also a full caster, to be fair, or like that magical fighter class, right, or like a paladin or anything, right? They're only half casters. Hexblade Warlock, they're really good, right? But they're still a warlock. They still only got like a couple spells maximum, right? Right. So wizards, right? Bladesingers have all of the magical capabilities of a wizard, right? But then also the melee potential of a fighter, or like a nerfed fighter, but still a fighter nonetheless, right? I hate people who like drive their car with their music blasting out of the windows.
Same. Wait, hold on. I think I might end the stream here because I'm like.
You're still streaming?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Anyway,
I saved.
Right. So Bladesingers, right? So they have a lot of potential. Like especially